Hey there, and welcome to No Recipe Required. Hope you're doing well today. Tonight, I just want to show you a quick demonstration for making a brine. This brine is great for chicken. It's what I normally use it for. And it's real easy to do, like 5 minutes on the stove and 8 hours in the brine. You're going to have the most delicious chicken you've ever had. Let's show you how to make it. Okay, let's go ahead and make our brine, our flavored brine, for a chicken. I'm going to go ahead and submerge the whole chicken eventually in this brine. And you know, brines in the most simple form are really just sugar, salt, and water. Here though, I like to do a flavored brine for chicken. This one has some onion and some carrot and garlic. Now I happen to be using red onion, frankly, because I just had leftover red onion. So just coarsely chopped it. Doesn't have to be fine or pretty or nice. White onion, yellow onion, totally fine. Really just use what you have because you're just looking to impart some of that flavor into the chicken. The carrot in there, just peeled, chopped again coarsely, and then I've got a couple cloves of chopped garlic in there as well. I'm going to let these saute over medium heat until they just wilt down and they soften up a little bit. And then we're going to come back, we'll add a few more ingredients. Okay, after 5 or 10 minutes, you're going to get to a point where the onions are just softened a little bit, and as the carrots are going to remain pretty hard, but you don't really need to cook them too soft. I'm going to add a good amount of freshly ground black pepper. I'm also going to add a good, healthy teaspoon of thyme. I'm using dry thyme, which I think is totally fine in a brine like this. You're just looking for that flavor, which is going to get extracted over a long period of time. And then I like to put it in, literally just give it kind of 30 seconds to, to break down and to release some of those oils in the thyme. And then we're going to add our sugar and salt. This is salt, and I've got maybe a third of a cup of salt. And I'm going to add my sugar. I use a little bit less sugar than salt, but close to a 50-50 ratio is going to be just fine for you. At the end of the day, we're going to taste the brine, obviously, before we put the chicken in it, and make any adjustments that we need to by adding, more water, or more salt, or more sugar. So you can just kind of toss this together. I like to get it a little bit warm before I add water. I'm going to add, for that quarter cup or third cup of sugar and salt, I'm going to add about a quart of water here. Try and get it nicely dissolved under the heat, and then we're going to cool it off with some ice cubes and some cold water. That'll get us another quart for like a total of 2 quarts liquid. Okay, our brine has come up to a boil. That means the salt and the sugar in there, they are as dissolved as they're going to get. The idea is to heat it up so that, one, you get even more flavor out of the carrot, onion, garlic, thyme that you have in there, but then also give that sugar and salt a chance to dissolve, which happens easier in hot water. Now, you definitely do not want to brine the chicken or anything else in hot water. You got to get this cooled down. So you can obviously just add water to it and let it cool down, but I'm in a rush. I'm always in a rush, so I'm going to add the brine to just an aluminum bowl where I put a bunch of ice cubes. At the end of the day, we want to add about another quart of liquid, and we can do that just as easily with ice cubes and cool things down as we can with water. So I'm going to get that in the brine and the ice cubes together. Stir it down. Obviously the cubes will melt pretty quickly, and bring the brine to temperature. You really want it around room temperature before, or even colder obviously, before you add that chicken in there. So if this doesn't quite bring it all the way down, then just let it stand or put it in the fridge for half an hour. So our ice is now melted. I'm still a little bit warm for the brine, and I'm still a little bit heavy on the salt and sugar content. So I just added a little bit more cold water, and we'll give it another taste. I think that's right on. You're looking obviously for a quite a bit of saltiness. I think you could actually use a little more sugar to it. So I'm going to add a little sugar. You want to read salt, you want to read sweet, and you'll be there, you'll be perfect. You just want to make sure you cool it off, pop it in the fridge for an hour or so, and then you are ready to go. This is my chicken brine, and I'll see you next time on No Recipe Required.